Sit down, please. Drop. Lay down. Lay down, Kobe. Drop. Some viewers. Oh, it's freezing tonight, isn't it? Here in Sydney. Absolutely freezing. Oh my gosh. Has to be at about like 9 degrees, if that. Probably a lot colder. Probably a hell of a lot colder. Get some viewers in. Let me go like that. Am I live, guys? I'm not too sure what it says I am. I've got 2 viewers now. Bit of a slow start. Hello. Okay. Thank you for joining me. Make sure that you tag your friends and share around to your Facebook groups. I'm going to do some readings and some chit chats and see how everyone's doing this evening. Oh, it is so cold. So cold. Like, I'll be pretty happy. I mean, if I wake up tomorrow and there's snow on the front porch, I'll be happy with that. I love snow, but this is going to kind of make me reconsider how much I love the cold. Keith, thank you for joining me. How are you? Oh, hello. How are you? Well, I'm good, thank you. Did I mention I was cold? About 50,000 times. Oh, gosh. Snow's good. It's actually refreshing, but this is just deathly. It actually goes to your bones, doesn't it? Goes to your bones. Hi, Jane. Thank you for joining me, love. Make sure you tag your friends and share to your groups. Oh, goodness gracious me. How is everybody? How's everyone coping with coming into summer on one side of the world and then coming into winter on the other side? Hope you're all enjoying the swap seasons. I'm not. It's too cold for me at the moment. Reagan, hi, honey. You're looking good. Thank you. Thank you. I've just had to batten down the hatches. I've had to close all the windows and kind of forcefully keep the front door shut. It is so windy out there. It's like 100 kilometer an hour wind out there. Yeah, so if my car's not there in the morning, I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, there was a random tent that just appeared, and I thought it was my housemates. And I'm like, did you leave a tent out the front? Totally random question, I know. No, I didn't. And I'm like, okay, well, the wind has picked up some random tent, put it in my front yard. Anyway, I go pick up my son from school, come back, and the tent's literally in front of the driveway. Go inside and come back out half an hour, and the tent's gone. Like, oh, the tent was gone. And I'm like, that would have been a really good outdoor playpen. Well, not playpen, but, outdoor bed for the dogs on a hot day or a, rainy day. Zenny, hello. Just wanted to say thank you for helping me. I feel so much better. Fantastic. Glad to help. Glad to know that I helped you. You really helped me realize there is more to life than what happened. You're a blessing. No, thank you. No, I'm just me, but I'm glad that I was able to help you, honey. Mary Lopez, hello, everyone. Keith, every season brings its blessing. Just make sure you wrap up ready for all weathers. Yeah. I will. I will. I'm going to get the electric blanket and the heater and the boat, the raft, depending on how much rain this brings. But yeah. So here we go. We had it last night. It was so bad. Ripped tiles off friends' roofs. Oh, good. So if I've got no roof in the morning, that'll be just my luck. Okay, so tell me where you guys are from, what's been happening, what your week's been like. Talk about you guys this time. What do you guys have on your minds. And then we're going to bring up a topic and we're going to try and get involved as much as we can if you want. But yeah, I'm just sitting up here talking. What do you guys actually feel like talking about? It can be heavy, it can be, touchy, it can be silly, entirely up to you. But before we get into some readings, we're just going to get comfortable. Renee Mansell, hey Bree, how you going? I'm good. Every time you guys ask me how I'm going to say I'm cold. So yeah, I'm cold. not too cold at the moment. I've actually managed to stop the breeze in the house, which was pissing me off for hours, mind you. Oh dear. But yeah, don't you even think about it. I've got 3 dogs at my feet, so please forgive me if I have to intervene somehow if they start trying to rip each other apart from underneath the table, but it does happen. But yeah, so what do you guys want to talk about? Give me topics. I need to move up North Queensland. That I can't handle the heat. My dad used to live in Port Douglas up in Cairns, and I couldn't even handle the humidity, but I'm a very picky person. It has to be like, I'm the kind of person that will sleep with one limb out of the blankets at all times to regulate my body temperature. I'm not easily satisfied when it comes to the temperature, but this is ridiculous. Okay, Mary Lopez, can you tell me why I survived my accident? What pulled me back, saving my life? Yes, I can. It means it's not your time to go yet. I had a really big car accident a few years ago when I was on drugs. I'd been awake for too long. I wasn't even driving the car, and the one at my feet, Kobe, actually came out the window. I'm lucky to be alive. So it felt like something pushed me down into my seat and actually had like its wings around me almost, so to speak. And if that was something similar to you, you're a blessing to still be here. But it wasn't your time to go. You've got much to do here, darling. Much to do. It wasn't your time. And, it's funny because, people can pass away in the most uncanny things. And then some people that have just escaped death, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's because you're still here for a reason and you still haven't lived out your life purpose, my girl. That's why. Christine Wilson, hi. Oh, Christian Wilson? Same last name. How are you going, mate? Oh, you were a pedestrian. Well, you are definitely here for bigger purposes. And I feel that you could even use that in a way to influence people to be safer driving. Like a lot of pedestrians do get struck at very unfortunate times, unfortunately by idiot drivers who don't watch where they're going or can't see them at last minute, or they just, people run out in front of the cars for no reason. But yeah. All right, Melissa Bailey. Hello, Bree. Hello, Melissa. 1 second. I'm just going to close that because that's my housemate shaving. Shaving is good. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. Now you can just hear the fish tanks. That's all good. All right. So we wanted to talk about soul contracts. All right. So can we talk about soul contracts and if they can be changed or broken once we incarnate? Have you ever heard of walk-in souls? So you know how there's a time where in your life not everyone has a walk-in soul? I think mine was a walk-in soul because it was just from one extreme to another. It's like where 2 souls meet and agree to meet up at one point in this person's life and to switch places. That is what a walk-in is, and I feel that a lot of people do have those. You can at last minute, but it's still your fate. Does that make sense? It's a really difficult thing to discuss and explain, like, what you're going to decide to do in your life is going to be written for you before you. Does that make sense? It kind of cycles back around. So wherever you are going to end up with incarnating, if you do want to abort mission, there are going to be consequences of having to go through reincarnation and having to learn through the cycle again. So there's no point really wanting to abort mission because you're just going to end up back here in the next lifetime. So you may as well just push through now. But yeah. They can be with permission, I suppose, but it just depends on. Yeah, something beyond this reality. You'd have to change it if that makes sense. Okay, Keith, do you feel time travelers travel are going to happen, i.e., the stalkers appearing in the USA after the earthquakes? That's an interesting topic, and I think that I think technology is very good, and I think a lot of people are very good at being able to implement what they want to believe or what they want the world to believe into technology, if that makes sense. I believe that you can definitely, with your quantum molecules, you can definitely quantum leap. You can definitely time travel that way. I suppose when we get into the ascension process and we start transforming from carbon-based to crystalline-based DNA, our entire body starts to change. Everything starts to change. So we're actually going into our light bodies. So that could be a possibility. Anything's possible, I suppose. But then again, levitation's even possible. Telekinesis is. I practice telekinesis myself. You've just got to tell yourself that, you can. And I just got ringing in the ear as I said that. So download. Okay. Renee, yes, I've heard of walk-ins. Yeah, you can have multiple walk-ins. Yeah. It's interesting. Linda, good morning, hon. Good morning, sweetheart. Christian Wilson, I was riding my bicycle and I heard, look behind you. I did, and a car came skidding around the corner, taking out 2 thick stone walls. That is pretty crazy. And you're very lucky to be here. And that was definitely your angels and God protecting you. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was something. I feel like it was actually a friend of yours that was looking out for you. I feel like it was like a young voice, possibly like a young male that you might have even heard, other than your own. But I do feel like somebody had definitely been with you at that point, always with you. But I feel like it was a friend of yours. Okay. Candace Michelle, hi, hon, how are you? I'm well, thank you. Bloody cold. Linda, is my health going to get any better? I don't read on health, unfortunately. I'm not a doctor or a lawyer, so I don't read on medical or legal. I'm sorry. Anne Williams, will I buy a house next year or when you please? Will you? Yeah. If you want to, you've got to actually put, your foot into one foot in front of the other to get that to happen, though. So these are such a weird questions. Will I buy a house? Will I get a car? It's like, what are you asking me for? You should know the answer to that. You know what I mean? What the hell are you asking me for? But yeah, I do feel that you have the right strategy to do so. But I just don't want you to get distracted. Don't go for any less than what it's worth either, because I feel like you can get more than what you're bargaining for. Okay, Renee. Renee, I find it confusing when it said the timelines can always change, and yet how when you meet soulmates and soul families doesn't. Not sure what you mean on this one, darling. So it can always change, and yet but in the big scheme of things, right, with your higher self, in the big grand scheme of things with your higher self, right, you know what's going on. You're in your higher self is in control of your entire life, from start to finish, right? Your entire, like, how your lower self, I suppose you can call it, is going to perceive the adventures that it has in that time. It is written, but it is also free will. So I suppose when there's someone wants to change or terminate a contract, so to speak, it would have to go back up to the higher self to then get taken back into time. Time doesn't exist when we're not here in the physical world. That's something you got to understand. It's infinite. That's all I can say. Sharon McGregor, hi Bree, hope you're well. I am, thank you. Tracy Sharp, hello everyone. Hello Tracy. Okay, yes, I must admit many people have traveled in the past, but there's been a lot of evidence people traveling due to maybe portals from holes. I would believe wormholes in space are actually portals to another dimension or to another world. Dimension's a level of consciousness, actually. So it wouldn't be dimension, but another world. Okay. Linda, does my sister have anything to tell me? The first thing that I get with you or your sister is like it's like a aluminium kettle, so to speak. I'm not too sure, like a teapot or a kettle. Maybe she's telling you to sit down, have a cuppa. But no, I do feel that with your sister, that she's telling you to just be careful, and I feel that she had issues with her breathing, and she wants you to take care, because I feel like it's a hereditary issue, or it has become an issue. Well, because you guys have the cancer gene, so to speak, if that's what she's telling me, it would be sort of triggered or aggravated if you're not careful. So I hope this resonates with you. If not, I hope it would be someone around here. Make sure that you like and react to my video, and like and follow my page. I do offer private readings as well. So if you'd like to have a one-on-one chat, just let me know. I'm hoping to get a mortgage next year. I'm just wondering if I'll get approved and buy a house. You've had some defaults on your credit history. I'm actually trying to get mine. You know what? I've actually only started taking a look at my credit history, so it's pretty bad. But I think that you'll be fine. if you do have some defaults and they're paid, I don't think you're going to have anything to worry about. And from what I've read, you only need a credit rating of like 500 to buy a house, to put a deposit down. And from what I also read, you only need you could get a deposit with like 10 grand. So think about that. Melissa, I was knocked back on a job today, but I'm bummed about it. Do you see a new job ahead? I think they're going to ask you to come back, or they'll call you back. I have a feeling that they're going to get back in contact with you to say, no, give us a chance, give us a chance. So, Christian, thank you. You're welcome. Can you please tell me when my life will get better? I don't want to be homeless anymore, and the relationship I'm in is dangerous for me, but I can't leave. I have to escape. When, please? Okay, so this is a bit of a touchy one. Sweetie, I say this with all love, and I know how you are. I know how you feel. I've been in your situation, and in your situation, I had a child, like a little baby, and I left when he was at work. And I'm cowardly to have done that, but I had no other way of doing it. I didn't feel like I did at the time. I was terrified, and I understand how you're feeling. You need to just stop being scared, because this person has very, very much convinced you that there is nothing outside of this relationship or home. There is. Don't let him get that into your head. Okay, you just need to learn to be independent, stand on your own 2 feet. Make a plan. Don't tell anyone about it, or at least tell someone about it that you can trust. Make sure that you can trust them. But this is only going to get better when you start to make it better for yourself, babe. And I don't mean to be insensitive when I say that, but it's the truth. And I know it's hard because you've got so much everything's kind of depending on this for you. All right, so my heart goes out to you, and I do feel that you'll come out the other end. Keith, it's only in the physical time exists, so that's what divine timing. So what is divine timing? Divine timing is beautifully orchestrated timing from the divine, so to speak. Very poor way of explaining it, but it is essentially a plan from God. It was just meant to happen. Do you know what I mean? It was meant to happen. It was put in place for that to happen, and for Kabusco. That's what I believe anyway. Candace, am I on the right path in love? No, because it's all you're focusing on at the moment, chicken. And I feel that you need to start focusing a bit more on yourself and where you're going to be headed, because you've got big changes coming up. And I feel that you've got a new job, new house, new career. There's a whole heap of, you're going to be in a totally different place in about 6 months' time. Love is not something you should be really focusing on right now. Whether you see these things coming or not, take what I'm saying or leave it. Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I don't mind. Either way, I'm saying what I'm getting. All right. I feel that you're in a honeymoon period, or you've been going for a while now and things are going well. I just hope that he's supporting you. Okay. All right. So Linda, thank you so much. That makes a lot of sense. All right, guys, please leave me some feedback. Come on. All right. Renee, I didn't explain it very well. I've been told that when you meet your soulmate and have children, it's fated and set in stone. So you speak it, yet it always said that we have free will. And you say it's up to us. When we're here, it's when we're experienced. I get it is an extremely confusing thing. Hey, I don't fully understand it myself, but it's like you as your higher self know what you're going to go through, know the decisions that you're going to make, know what you want to do. You come down here to learn how to, it's not always about learning, but sometimes it's about teaching people how to be better people. Sometimes it's about teaching and educating people. Do you know what I mean? So whilst it is free will and divine timing and all that kind of stuff and pre-contracted, your higher self knows exactly the conversation that you want to have with your lower self. Okay, well, this is what we're going to be doing this lifetime. All right, I want you to go through this, in order to come back to the source, which is here. Does that make sense? It is a very difficult to explain topic, but yeah, I like the sound of that. Yeah. Tracy Sharp, is my finances going to get better? Before I answer any more questions, please tag your friends, share it out, love the video, share the video, like and follow my page so you can keep up to date with what I'm doing and my annoying lives. But yes, Tracy, my finances going to get better. You need to really pull up in one area of it, because if you don't, it's not going to get any better and it's just going to get harder. And especially with how things are with cost of living these days, you need to rebalance your budget, I think. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just going to jump down the bottom here. Oh, I missed the spiritual question at the end of my comment. But it makes so much sense. I kind of get it and sort of don't. Okay. I'll read the last comment. Do you as a psychic see when a fated life path event has chosen by a person you read for? Do I as a psychic when a fated life path event has been changed by a person you read for? Okay, we're going to have to just focus on the last question here, Renee. I'm blonde. Explain it as best you can in every way you can, but other than that way, because I can't understand what you're trying to say. I mean, like, I'm not that smart. I kind of do. So fated path life events. So say, for example, if someone was meant to die but they didn't, is that what you're trying? Is that kind of what you mean? I suppose they've got some like a more stronger energy and a stronger essence about them. There's something about people that have had situations like that or have had gone through really, really traumatic times, and there's something about them, and that's what makes that part of them stand out. I suppose when you go through a life-changing situation like cancer or a car accident, or you just have a near-death experience and you want to pull your shit together, you know, I get what I'm trying to say. It doesn't make sense in my head, but portraying it out to you guys and making you guys, make you guys have a sense of it. I suppose if they were to have a serious car accident, go through cancer, and that way, and they were going to die, but they changed something about what they were doing to then take a different course in life. Yeah, you can see it. It's like it's like a piece of maybe a pole that's been shattered a million times, but something like glued back together to be stronger than ever, kind of thing. It's a weird way of explaining it, Bree, but anyways, moving on. All right, so stop it. Come on. Sorry, I was dealing with 3 dogs here. Okay, that resonates, an old flame. It has been on and off for 20 years, but the time we are both on the same page, he chased me, and I think I'm ready now. I'm looking into that spiritual healing course now to hopefully help people in the future. I love hearing that. Thank you so much. Sending love and light. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, Candace. And look, you know what? Look, it could be a twin flame thing. I'd have to really kind of see. If you've got a picture, I'll be able to tell from that, just to see the energy. But yeah, make sure that you're doing the right thing, hun. Kidaki. Okay, thank you. Waiting for SSI to be approved. Interesting. Okie dokie. All right, so Renee, that kind of thing. Or when though it's fated event meant for a person, but they've gone way off the path and you don't realize it, like meeting a soul family or having children. Look, it's still their path. Do you know what I mean? Even they might appear to be going off path to you, it's still technically their path. Do you know what I mean? Everyone goes through their own path and they have to go through it alone. They can go through it with other people going through their path, but they can't ever have anyone walk the same path as you. It's all the same. It's all different. Everyone has a unique journey. Do you know what I mean? So even though you might feel that she's gone off her path, it's still her path. Even when people go off the rails, it might really feel like they've gone off their path, but it's all part of getting back to the source and going back to the right path. So, yeah. All right. So, Diane Martin. Hi. Can you see me moving back to New Zealand this year? Not this year, probably mid next year, sweet. Around this time next year, August, September next year. Okay. Eartha. Good morning. Good morning, my girl. How are you? Candace, can I private message you a picture? Yes, you can. I've got my phone here, so I'll be able to tell you here on the live chat. Give me a second. All right, send it to me, and I'll keep an eye out for it. In the meantime, I'm going to get back to some readings. Okay, totes get it. Totes get it. Make sure you like and react to the video, please, guys, and give me some feedback. Renee, I'll leave a review right after this. Oh, bless your soul. Thank you so much. I would greatly appreciate that. You are the only one that's offered to do that out of how many people I read for, guys? Come on. This is, I give my time here to give you guys some, some free readings and, a bit of comedy and, realism. And I don't even get anything but thanks for that or whatever. It's a bit disappointing. I will say as much. Okay, so looking for this picture. All right. Give me a second, guys. Still waiting for that doll. Okay. Oh, thank you, love. Thank you. Still, I like to remain humble. I don't want to get I don't, not really one to get a big head, I suppose. I'm a very humble person, but yeah, thank you. Thank you. I love it how you tell it as it is. Yeah, well, why wouldn't I? I prefer people to say it how it is to me. I don't ever like to bullshit or piss in people's pockets, so I think I'd rather just be honest. Sorry for the swearing, but it's just kind of how things are. Renee, can't see a review option on your page. You know what? Just leave it in the chat. Leave it in the chat. I'll take a photo of it and I'll stick it in my validations folder. But yeah. All right, so yeah, photo here. Girl, I think that you're playing with a bit of a. He's not going to know what underwear he's going to be wearing tomorrow on Monday, and the underwear are labeled what day of the week it is. Do you know what I mean? He could be a Monday, and he doesn't look. Honestly, I think you're going to get hurt. I'm not gonna cut it, slice it, and dice it. I think that you are not going to have the relationship that you guys want, and I think that there's too much healing that needs to be done between the both of you. And I feel that it'll be very, very, very fiery relationship. It has been in the past, will be. I don't feel like things have changed so much because while you're willing to grow, I don't feel like he is so much. Okay. So Candace, I can do a review. Yeah, just not. I don't have them on my page. If you want to just do them on here, that's great. Or I've actually got a Google site. If you actually look up my name on Google, Psychic Medium Brianna Wilson, you'll be able to see my Google page on there, and you can leave it on there if you want. Either or other doesn't really bother me as long as I can read it. Oh, he has never hurt me. He's a twin flame. Okay. Twin flames are the most difficult, painful, but the most rewarding relationships you're ever going to come across, and they're not easy by any means. Okay, my twin flame has hurt me a few times and vice versa. Not anything internally, with cheating or anything like that. It's just been words and stuff like that. But twin flames do hurt each other because they reflect back on what they need to heal. It can be a very chaotic relationship, a very full-on relationship, and it's not an easy one. It can be successful, and most of them are. You've just got to put in a lot of work and want to heal yourselves, as well as the only way that you're going to heal yourself is by reflecting and having, it's a long story. What makes you think he's your twin flame? Because there's a difference between twin flame being lovers and twin flame being a healing process, and it's not always about love. It's not the title. It's a very difficult but rewarding relationship. Yes, but we both need to heal from other relationships. It's not only about your other relationships, it's about everything in the life, everything, because it reflects back to the personality that you are. They say that a twin flame is two different souls. Sorry, one soul split into two different bodies. Same soul, exactly the same soul. They mirror you. Do you know what I mean? It's not about healing from past relationships. It's about healing in general with twin flames. Someone told me TikTok I'm reading. Yeah, well, your twin flame, you'll know who your twin flame is because you're going to know who your twin flame is, not what someone tells you. You can get it confirmed, but no, you'll know who your twin flame is when you meet him. Okay. Do you feel any messages from my dad? I do feel his presence around all the time, and then in some March I saw a medium and I haven't felt or seen him at my house since. Lower your expectations. That's what when he's coming forward and I'm connecting with him, he's telling me she needs to lower her expectations. He is there, and he has a cologne or a scent that he has, and he'd spray it, and it's almost like he had a silver watch. He had he was quite a lean build, I feel, and he would dress quite nicely, and he'd have a specific aftershave, and I do feel that you sorry, one second. Excuse me. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm just going to ban this inappropriate comment. You know what? This really fucking pisses me off. Sorry for being so blunt right now, but maggots like this, the comment inappropriate shit like that, you can fuck off, honest to God. Like, that really irritates me. Like, we're not pieces of meat. I'm not a piece of meat. And I'm sitting here in a jumper, for God's sake. I'm going to delete the comment. You are dead set. No wonder you're not married yet. Anyways, moving on. Block user, delete comment. Sorry, guys. Moving on. Anyway, back to your dad. So I do feel that he was quite a lean build, and I feel that he had like a specific scent, as I said. Pay attention to the scents around you and the smells around you that just appear out of nowhere and then just, disappear. And they're only there for maybe a second, but that is him. Okay. All right. So, that makes sense. Thank you. I find the subject of souls very fascinating. I do too. And I also do believe that, how like there's no incrementing number of souls. They're all the same amount. What is happening is I feel that there's people without souls that are walking this earth, soulless bodies. That's what I believe. But yeah, I'm not saying what is and what's not. This is just my beliefs, okay? All right, so yeah, I think someone else, lol, thank you so much. I won't ask anymore. Do you do paid readings? Yeah, I do. I do private one-on-ones. Just head over to my business page. And yeah, we can have a chat. Okay, Danica, do you see me getting my P's tomorrow? Yes, but I feel like that you're going to slip up on something very simple, and I feel like it could be going a kilometer over the speed limit in a 40 zone, or it could be not having the blinker on for something for as long as 5 seconds. Do you know what I mean? It has to be, yeah, just make sure that you indicate for, I feel like it's going to be an indication issue, so make sure that you indicate for exactly 5 seconds before you need to turn. That's well, that was when I was, taking the test anyway, but I don't think the laws would have changed. All right. So, bloody trolls, if drawn, I'd love to know if you get anything from me, please, and thank you. Of course I can. So I feel that with you have a bit of drama around you, and you need to still declutter. Yes, you have decluttered from maybe a couple of people in your life, but I feel that there's still two more people that are hiding under the radar, so to speak. So I think that you need to just be a bit more aware of maybe a couple of people. I feel like it's a male and a female in your life that are hanging around that isn't too good for your energy. Okay, and I feel that you're going to have changes, whether it be study or a new job. There's going to be something happen in the next, in the next 6 months for you, Regan, and it's going to be good. Kimberly Regan, just wondering if you see the business idea I'm thinking of being successful, or if I should go back to the drawing board. Many thanks. I think that you should go for it, but go back to the drawing board at the same time. Don't just stick to the same ideas that you've got. Try and think outside the box. Go out and be, creative, and think of other things that you can fall back on if things don't work out the way you'd want them to. But yeah, you're going places, girl. Regan King, found out about my past life yesterday. Eye-opening, and oh my God, don't know how to feel. They can be confronting, can't they? They can be very confronting. I also do past life readings professionally. I don't do the regression. I can hypnotize, but I don't. Usually I just do the readings. But yeah, it's pretty cool how they connect and resonate. But they are very confronting sometimes. Okay, so I got a box of his belongings and a bottle of his cologne that was in it. Keep it on the shelf with his pick. Wow, there you go. Does he have a silver watch? Does he have a silver watch? I'm seeing something about a clock as well. So, yeah. I'm also hearing that he didn't have as much time as he'd hoped as well. So please don't feel that he was keeping anything from you. That's what he says. Rose, I hope all is well. May I know what's good coming in with me, and partner Jay relationship this summer? What's good coming in with me and partner Jay relationship this summer? I think there's a lot of promises that are going to be broken. I'm sorry to say. I'm just going to leave it at that because I've got really nothing positive to say on that matter. I don't feel it's going to end well. Sharon, could you put some light on a lady I have around me? Her name is Alice, and I hear her name a lot, and I feel she is an ancestor of mine. Yeah, I do feel she's an ancestor of yours and a spirit guide as well. I feel that she does go with you from through phase to phase in your life. And I feel like that you've had a few initiations, whether that be moving from the third dimension to the fourth to the fifth dimension, you know what I mean, or something like that. And she's been there for a few of them. I'm seeing her standing there with, like, you know, it's like something the royal queen would do, but it's I can't remember the name right now, but it's official. It's kind of like, recognizing that you've kind of made these achievements, but she is there, and I feel like she's a bit like a native lady, definitely a native lady. All right, what have we got here? Sorry, I'm just catching up with some comments. Keith would love a card, please, if aspects of life. House move. First time I've used the cards, all reading, 36 minutes in. No dramas at all. All right, so what have we got for Keith? Keith. All right, so the first thing is here, in order to achieve the house that you're wanting to get, you need to let some things go and have a sacrifice. You can't hold yourself in an uncomfortable position on one leg forever. Okay, it's going to go one way or the other. And I feel that you know what the right decision is to make, but don't allow your temper, or don't allow overwhelming situations get the better of you or people around you, because that could stuff everything. Okay. What have we got here? I'll pull one more for you, Keith, for moving. So you've got the Knight of Cups. Okay. I feel that there's going to be a bit of a communication barrier between you and whoever you're going to be either moving in with, or you're going to be dealing with the house finances. Okay, be noble, be mindful of how things can be taken, so to speak. I know that I feel that you'd be the one to get very excited and want to just, you foot and mouth it sometimes, like I do, and you just kind of get so excited that you just say the wrong thing, and then you try and retract, and it just sounds worse, and it turns into a dizzy mess. So just think about what you're going to say first. Okay. Kay Chaima, do you see me traveling to India this month? Probably not even this year. It could be, but I just feel like there's going to be roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. There's going to be some things that are going to try and prevent you from going. And I feel that it's not the time for you to be going at the moment. Okay. All right. So, I do feel that we have to move again. So angry, broken promises from the owner. We wouldn't have moved if we knew. Sorry to hear that, chick. That sucks. That really, really sucks. If you need to message me, you know I'm here for you, okay? All right, Sharon Quill. I was wondering if you can see me going on holidays in June. So this month? Next month. Starting tomorrow. Might be for a few days towards the end, mid to the end of it. Yeah, possibly. I wouldn't keep all my eggs in one basket, though. Okay. All right, so yes, now I definitely have to do a past life regression to clear the karmic debt I have worked with. And all you have to do with clearing karmic debt is just acknowledging. That's all you have to do, is just acknowledge where the patterns are being repeated. And that's literally it being broken. Because you're recognizing it, and unless you're going to recognize it and let the patterns continue, it would be wise to try and stop that, if that makes sense. Change things up a little bit. I didn't get it. If he did, he was a cold case for 34 years. We just found out 2 years ago. Wow. Isn't that interesting? Thank you for that. Hey, just wondering where I'm heading, Lauren Brown. If there's any messages from the spirit world. I feel like I got a grandmother coming through for you in spirit, and I'm being shown a hot water bottle. She didn't like electric blankets. Going back to the cold, but she really didn't like the cold. I feel like that her bones would kind of have a chill to them, especially in close to sub-zero temperatures. If it was really, really cold or snowy or, blizzard, middle of winter. I do feel that, she used to have a hot water bottle. She used to love the hot water bottle, but did she used to get, was there ever a time where the house nearly burnt down from an electric blanket or something like that? There was just big warnings against that. Maybe you just bought one and she's a bit concerned about that. So let me know. All right. So his bones and belongings have been in boxes for that long. Crazy, right? Yeah, wow. 100%. All right, so we've got Sharon here. Thank you very much, Bree. You're very welcome. Shauna Spencer, may I have a card, please? You can. All right, so we got here. All right, so Shauna. So I don't know if you're aware of this, which you probably are, but you might not be. But I feel like there's going to be a baby around you very soon. I feel like there's going to be either you or someone very close to you that's going to be having a baby. That's going to be exciting, and I feel like that you're going to have something to do with it if you'd like to. Okay, don't have to. All right, so I'll pull another one for you as well. The next two cards you've got here are, or three cards that you've got here are the Temperance card. Okay, in order to use your intuition, you got to clean up all the junk here. Okay, you got to start taking care of your third eye and your intuition and your ability to actually, foresee things. I do feel that you're very gifted, but you just tune it out. Okay, what you're going through at this current stage, you are going to be coming out of it as a stronger person. All right, you're going to have a bit more of a attitude about you, and a bit more, which is a good thing. You're going to have a bit more of a backbone to you, and I feel that things are going to start to work in your favor a little bit better. Okay. All right, so Melissa Bailey. Actually, I'll go up to Vicky Price quickly because I skipped her. Trying to get through to everyone. Make sure that you like, share, and love my videos and my page. Follow me so that you can see what other videos or lives I'm doing. Vicky, you've got the World here as your first card, and I feel that's a very good card to start off with because it's a major energy card. The world you've got the world of opportunities. You've got everything at your feet right now. You've worked very hard to get where you're at, and things are going to start working out for you quite well. All right, so we got here Melissa Bailey would love a card. All right, so death. There's going to be a situation where it could be a death of a time in your life and a rebirth, or even in your personality. And I feel like you're grieving something that you're not too quite sure what, because you're changing. You're not who you used to be, and you're going and changing into someone else. You know what I mean? Or there's going to be a situation that's going to come to an end for a beautiful new beginning. It's the best way I can put that into perspective for you. Thanks, honey. I know and I appreciate it. You're welcome, Regan. Keith, yes, I just do. Nearly lost a big time with someone, had to take a step back, breathe properly, and deal. Yes, I definitely am very dizziness and excitable about the beautiful things. Thank you so much. Just being in that excitable mood. It's very high vibrational, isn't it? It's good feeling. Alrighty, so Sharon Quill, I paid my fares to Bali in June, but I don't know if my passport will come in time. I don't feel like it's going to. I'm not trying to be mean or dampen your mood, but I don't feel like it will. Okay. Yes, you can have a card. Give me a second to just get these ones back in the deck. All right. Sharon, first card you got here for you is the Emperor. Okay, I feel that you're very passionate about what you're trying to do, and I feel like you're very passionate about things that you invest your time into. Okay, there's either that or someone around you that's very hot-headed and it's not doing you any good because you're brushing off. You know what I mean? So I hope this resonates with you, sweetheart. All right, Ricky Lee Evans, can I have a card? You can. Give me a minute, and I'll shuffle one for you. Oh, cards are misbehaving. Give me 2 seconds first. Because they sometimes just jump out at me. All right. Ricky, like that one just did. The World. So again, you've got the Major Arcana card. That's a really good card to have because I feel that a lot of your hard work is about to finally pay off. So don't give up. I feel that you're at a point where you're about to give up, and I don't think you should give up. Okay. I'll pull another one for you as well. All right. So again, they're jumping out everywhere. All right, so you've got here overthinking. A lot of overthinking happens with you, and I feel that whilst you are quite good at being able to transmit your emotions somewhat, you need to still do it a little bit more. Stop overthinking, stop worrying. I feel that you're a very nervous person just in general. I am too, so there's no judgment. But yeah, if you need to, just take a chill pill. Everything will be fine, and you are on the right path, okay? Everything is happening exactly how it should be. All right, thank you. I feel that too. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you watching. Emily, hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you for my reading, Bree, but Lady around me, Bree, will leave you feedback on your Google account. Thank you, sweet girl. All right, so what career or job will I be doing in the future? I see you in the medical fields for some reason, or caretaking for somebody, maybe even the aged care perhaps, or it's looking after someone, I feel. Whether that could be a family relative or a career. I feel like it could be both. All right, Terry Lee, please like, share, and love my video. Share it around, tag your friends, like and share my page. Come and have a chat if you want to have a chat. But yeah, and please leave me feedback if you can. All right. Kay Chima, can I have a card too? I feel all over the place. I think everybody does. And just be aware, guys, we actually have just gone through a retrograde, Mercury in retrograde. I think we're about to finish it. So we've only got a few more days for it to completely annihilate us. But yeah. All right. So Judgment. No wonder you're all over the place. You got Judgment card. You really need to use your better judgment. Stop ignoring the red flags because it's going to bite you in the backside eventually. It's the best word of a warning I can give you, okay? And, you're going to be fine. Just this is all going to make sense in hindsight. I promise you, okay? All right. Jin Suri, would love a card, please. No dramas. I'm going to jump off soon, so quickly get your questions in there. I do offer private readings, as I said. So come over and let me know if you'd like to have a chit chat. All right, Jin, you love a card. So I feel that with you need to have. Okay, so you've got this one. So that's a 5 of Swords, which is you leaving all of your emotional baggage behind you and moving on to a better and brighter future. You got the world's blessings for you to do that. Okay, the only thing holding you back is you. All right, I feel that there's going to be a lot of ties that you need to cut. People that you need to tie up loose ends. You need to finish unfinished business and move on with your life. Okay, I'm not trying to be nasty, but that's just how it's being shown to me at the moment. Melissa Bailey, my course is almost finished, hoping it leads to new and better things. It will, but it's not just going to fall into your lap. Okay. Amber Smiley, good morning. Do you see anything romantic relationship happening soon in my future? Yes, but it's going to be quite slow to take off, and I feel that it will be like you won't get with him for a while after you initially meet him. Okay. All right. So I heard I should do graphic design. Is that true? I think you should do whatever you want to do and stop letting people tell you what to do. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Okay. Like I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do. I think that if you're very good at art, then yeah, 100% go for it. Even airbrushing, very fine detail, but don't ever let anyone tell you what to do. You do what you want to do, okay? It's your life. Terry T, okay, Miss Bree, liked and subscribed. Great. Miss Bree, do you see success and love coming to me this year? I'm really hopeful. Then if you're really hopeful, then it will happen. You've got to just manifest it. Raise your vibration in a way where it's going to attract positive. It's the law of attraction. You put out things with a negative frequency, you're going to get things back of a similar vibration, okay? Hope that helps. Alrighty, guys. Jin totally resonates. Thank you. You're welcome. Amber Smiley, thank you. You're right. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Do you see me achieving my goals soon? Look, you've got a pretty big self-doubt block happening there, and you need to address that before you really do not achieve your goals. Okay? It's all in here. But that being said, I'm 15 minutes in, and I need to go and decross my eyes because I feel like they're pulling in because of the amount of strain from just reading the screen all the time. But much love to you all, and if you ever need to just have a chit chat, message me. Thank you for joining my live again. Make sure that you like, share, and love my page. Recommend me to your friends. Get me out there. All right.